my videos, it means a lot. It means a lot. It gives me so much of power, so much enthusiasm, and it pushes me to bring more and more videos and more cool stuff for you. It gives me a lot of enthusiasm, and it inspires me that you're watching my videos, liking, sharing. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Means a lot, guys. Let me ask you a very simple question. Very simple question. That what are the top 10 questions about your product on the Google right now? What are the top 10 questions about your product or service on the Google right now? No problem if you don't know that, but I'm making just aware. Second, what is the latest trend in your product service today or this month? What is the latest trend about your product or service this month? Hi, I am Mohit, and I'm a businessman. We have two brands. One is Motive Electric and one is Workify. Motive Electric is a electronic product manufacturing company, and Workify is a freelance platform where you get online services done. And I've been doing this Facebook Live for quite a week now, and I've been making these videos around sales and how you can manage your sales and how can you get breakthrough in your sales now when you start doing business. Guys, I know it is. After 45 days of lockdown, it is getting tough to restart your business because in 45 days, your car has been stopped. You have not been working, and it takes a lot of trust and power to restart your business. So that all of my Facebook Live videos are designed to help you to push your car in a very enthusiastic and so much of power that you crush your competition like a fine powder when you start your business. Because the business has already started. People have started going to office a bit. And if I talk about myself, I was quite anxious that the business is starting, what to do, what not to do, how to manage your people, your team. And a little anxiety took me over for last 3-4 days. But I've been able to come over that, and with the same mindset, and I wrote all the things which I have to do and delegating work. And thankfully, I've been able to, this team is started to rework, and gently things are moving in a forward direction, and we are ironing out the creases which were there because of the abrupt stop due to lockdown. But my dear friend, today's topic is related to the 3P formula which we discussed 3 days earlier. People, product, and purpose. So yesterday we discussed about the people. Second, we discussed about today we'll discuss about the product, and tomorrow we are going to discuss about the purpose. Purpose, yes. So guys, if you have not seen the 3P video day before yesterday, you can go to my Facebook, go back to the Tuesday, and you can watch the 3P video, and you can know that 3P formula is the only formula you need right now to optimize any of the sales tools. Your sales tools are your website, your brochures, your flyers, your WhatsApp, your videos, your landing pages, your emails, your conversations to your clients, hello calls, your advertisements, offline, online. So all of these. So these are the sales tools, guys. These are sales tools. And before that, let me build some context around it. The context is, if you are running your business in the same way as you were running the business before the corona, guys, get this. We need to change now. The change is the only constant. And if you don't change, trust me, in last 45 days, you don't know what your competitor did, how he has made new strategies, new products, X, Y, Z. So if you don't change now, you are slowly killing your business. But I'm not saying this to fear you out, to fear you out, not at all. But I'm only making you aware that we need to change the way we do business. Yes, we need to change. Normally, all the MSMEs, all the medium small businesses in India are relying on word of mouth. Guys, if you're relying on word of mouth, you need to write in the chat box now that I am bringing change. IABC. You can write IABC now in the chat box so that I know that you are ready to bring in change, because you are an extraordinary human being and you are ready to change your business, to change yourself, and to move out from the crowd you are in and stand out and be a hero. I acknowledge you for watching my videos and thank you. So now, guys, if you're relying on word of mouth, if you are relying on word of mouth, you need to change now. You need to have multiple streams of leads. You need to have multiple streams. You are getting some leads from this channel, from this, from this, from this, from this. You need to have a lot of that. You just can't rely on word of mouth, because the way to do business is going to radically change. It's going to change radically now, because there'll be no meetings, no flights, no personal meetings, no events, probably there will be no exhibitions for now. So you have to change the way you do business. You have to switch to different channels from where you get leads. And today, in the same regard, in the same 3P formula, we'll be discussing about the product, how and why we should change. We should be aware about the product. And before we know the product, let me tell you, if you don't change your word of mouth context, that the business can only be gotten through word of mouth, guys, let me tell you, you will slowly dry out the leads which you're getting in your business now. So it is high time to change the channels, to change the streams from where you're getting leads, and start exploring, developing new channels day on day. I'm not saying that you can do it all the channels in a single day. You need to start slowly. Choose one, do something, measure that. If you're getting good return on investment, stick to that. With that return, you also start another one. And then with that, if you get good ROI, great. You take that return, put that into third channel and start getting leads from there as well. And when you start getting leads from multiple streams, then you find out which is the best top three channels where you're getting leads, and you just stick on that. But you're not relying on these three. Probably if someday Google shuts down, you have all the other things where you're getting leads from. Right? It's amazing. If you're getting that, type that you're ready. Type ready in the chat box now, so that I know that you're ready to evolve. You're ready to be aware that yes, we need to start something where we can get the leads from. Right? So guys, let's begin. Let me ask you the question again, which I asked you earlier. What are the top 10 questions about your product your customer has on Google right now? If you're aware of that, write aware. And if you're not aware of that, I would request you to, after the session, go to Google, type your product name and see what are the top questions your customer has about your product or around your product, and write them on a piece of paper and start answering them. Second question, what are the latest trends around your product or about your product in this last 1 month? Because unless if you don't know what's happening around the world around your product or service, then my friend, we're probably a little behind the competitors, but we're never late. At least we are aware that yes, things are changing and it's not too late. You can start working now and bang on. You can crush your competition. In this lockdown is still extended. You can crush the competition in this next 10 days and you can come out with a lot of things. Amazing. So guys, coming back to 3P, the 3P formula is people, product, and purpose. This is the 3P formula you need to write any of your sales tools, because if you're not aware of your sales tools, if you're not aware, you can't improve it. If you can't improve it, you can't excel it, right? So 3P formula is the formula which you need to improve your sales tools, to improve or write your sales tool. If you're not written any of the brochures, if you want to start writing your brochures, start writing your landing pages or a website, you can start now with a 3P formula. And the question which I want to share about the 3P formula about the product is, number one, first, If you have a pen or paper, you can take the pen or paper and write that down. First, what are the top 10 questions on Google about your product? You can write those questions and you can know what your customer is thinking real time. Yes, it is very important to know what your customers is thinking about your product or service in real time. Because after Corona, things are changing. The customers' fear and desires, their needs and their wants, their application, their emotion, everything is changing. So you need to know that what has changed from that day to this day. So that once the lockdown is over, once the customer calls you, you know what is he thinking. You know where his brain, where his neurons are aligned. So that when he calls, you go straight down to the answer what he's looking for, and bang on, you can have the results, you can have the sales, you can have more through results, isn't it? So the second question is, which benefit is most important to the customer now? Which benefit of your product is important to the customer now? So all the questions which I'm saying right now are designed around the product, but obviously for the customer. So you need to answer these questions in the context of your product. Like, what are the most awaited benefits of your product, most important, most awaited benefits of your product, which your customer is looking for, right? So this is the second question. Now, you need to define your product. You need to define your product. It is like defining a sky. For example, sky is blue, there are clouds, I can see some sparrows, some pigeons, I can see a moon, I can see some, the wind is flowing, I can see some stars. So like that, you define all the nitty-gritty of your product or service, which you think are the most important. And if you have a survey from your customers, or if you've been dealing with customers, if your experience of sales, a lot of experience, and you know what your customer think about it, so you can write all those experiences which you have figured out and write that and be aware of that. Now, third question is, what is the differentiation factor of your product from your competitor? What is the differentiation factor of your product from your competitor's product? So you need to have clearly defined white page for the differentiation. And if you have multiple competitors, do that exercise for the number of competitors you have, X, Y, Z. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can do it in the price, quality, reliability, service, maintenance, and all the aspects which you have in your business. Because I don't know if you're in product or service. So whatever you are, whatever business you are in, you can write as per that. Amazing, sounds amazing. Type amazing in the chat box if you're finding value in this video, because this helps me and gives me power to bring out a lot of this stuff, because I put in a lot of time and efforts in bringing this stuff out for you. And it would be great if you type in chat box now or like or comment. That helps me a lot, gives me a lot of power. Now the next question is, what special technologies does your product uses? I mean, which technologies does your product have been made from? For example, if I'm using LED, so the LED is coming from the silver nitrate composition of the filament, or has a special grade, high density or high heat polymer, something like that. What technology, what is the technological speciality you have around your product, of your product, which you think your customer deserves to listen, and which you think is a highlight of your product? So write that down, that which are the technologies your product has. Third, it's the same question with a different angle. Which other technologies does your product compete against? Yes, it's a different question. What are the technologies does your product compete against? For example, if I'm a mobile seller, my product competes against computers, competes against laptop, compete against tablets, it competes against pagers, it competes against calculators, cameras, a lot of things, audio recorders, gaming devices. So you need to know what your product competes, technologies which competes against, so that it becomes your unfair advantage that you have around your product, right? So you need to know what are that. Next question is how reliable is your product? So you need to know what does reliability means to your customer, and in that context, you need to write the reliability factors of your product, and you can write all those down. The next question is how economical it is. It's a very simple question. I know everybody knows about it. How economical, how cheap, and next, where all is it available? Where all is it? So you can write down about the pan-India presence, pan-world presence, pan-state presence, and all the channels it is available. Now, next question is how easy it is to use. Yes, this is a very, very important character of any product, that how easy it is to use. For example, if you see Instagram, right? It's so easy to use. Any children or any child, or a lot of kids use it, and even at the age of 4 or 3 or 4 or 5, they start using Instagram or YouTube. So it's not just about the kids' mental level. It's also about how the product is easy to use, how adaptable, how ergonomical it is, so that even the 3-4 year old kid is using as seamless as an old 70-year-old is using it. So how the product is adaptable. We need to take inspiration from a lot of these products which are used by variety of people, no matter of gender, age, variety of people. Now, next question which I have written down for you is what material and sizes is it available in? What material and sizes it's available in? And the next question which I've written is how does your product work in the application of the customers? How does it performs? How does it behaves? If it's a technical B2B product, then it must have a certain characteristic about the product and uses. And the next question is, I'm going to quickly say the questions because I know you are the master of your business. The reason I'm doing the questions very quickly is because, I repeat, you're the master of your business, and nobody knows your product better than you. Nobody. And I know that you are master, you're the hero, you have put your blood and sweat in this product, in the company. Nobody knows it. I'm no one to tell you how to master your product. But the only point of this video is to make you aware, that what all questions we need to have in our brain when we write our sales tools. It could be any sales tool, but we need to be aware of these questions, because when we are aware of this question, we write answers to these questions, and we write these answers on a white piece of paper. It can give you a content. It can give you a enriching, pure gold content for your sales tool, which can be used, which is going to be used for your sales tools, and it's going to be effective, and that sales tool will open new channels of leads for your business, and those leads will give you a lot of new business, and those business will give you more freedom, more profit, more money, will avoid your extra working hours, will give you more comfort, and obviously give you so much of time you can spend with the family, which is the ultimate goal of you and me, that we get more freedom from the work by unleashing the new lead generation engines for our businesses, and be at freedom always. Isn't it? If you love freedom, type freedom in the chat box. It would be amazing to hear from you that if you love freedom, because I have my core value as freedom, and I am working towards freedom. And all these studies I'm doing, all this Facebook Live I'm doing, is all around the core value of freedom. I love freedom, and I want freedom for you. Freedom In that freedom, you choose to work. You work when you choose to work. You don't work when you have to work. And that's the freedom all of you deserve, because you have worked a lot. You deserve all the freedom, all the time, all the happiness in your life. Right? So these were the 8 questions about the product which you have, and there can be a lot of context and questions around the product based on your industry, based on your company, based on your perception, based on your customer's perception. So you can write all those questions. I just give it a context, what all questions can be there, and you can design your questions. Be aware of that. Write those questions on a piece of paper and start writing your sales tools in the 3P formula. And if you're facing any problem, you can connect with me here on the chat box, and I can definitely help you in giving you all the tools I use to write my websites, to write my brochures, to write my landing pages and advertisement. So guys, thank you very much. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm signing off today. Today was really amazing. We covered the second P of our 3P, and signing off. Thank you very much. Keep commenting, keep liking. Thank you. Bye-bye.